Treasures, thanks for being here today. And today we're going to be searching through a roll of silver wartime nickels. So I think that's pretty cool. And let me just get a couple things organized here and then we'll get started. Get my magnifying glass up here. And I have this set up so you can see what I'm seeing. Let me know when you pop on. Say hello in the chat. And Old Country Coin Collector first. What's happening? What is happening? Hope you're having a good day today. Anything exciting going on? Today we're going to be looking for, I got a roll of silver wartime nickels. And I'll tell you a little bit about them first if you don't know anything about the 35% war nickels. October 8th, 1942, the wartime 5-cent piece composed of 56% copper, 35% silver, and 9% manganese was introduced to eliminate nickel, a critical war material. A larger mint mark was placed above the dome of Monticello, indicating the change of alloy. The letter P for Philadelphia was used for the very first time. Clay, how's it going? Cinematic Stacker, good to see you. So I got a roll of wartime nickels, and I haven't looked through them yet. I did break them out of the roll. And what I'm really looking for is the 1943 over 2. Hey, if you look right here, 3 over 2, up of what we're looking for. Here's the PCGS website. And if you look right over here, you see on the 3, it's got this little tip here. So that's what we're going to be looking for. And that's a clear indication there was a 1943 over 2, which it says right up here. The arrow points to the 3. And again, you can see right there also, you see that little lip. So that's what we're looking for. And we're going to get right to it. Get my magnifying glass up here. And start checking them out. So some of these are pretty worn. They also have a double die obverse where you could see the doubling really in the I and the N, but it does travel around into the trust. So we're going to keep our eyes out for that also. And this is, see, there's the big P up on the top of the Monticello. This one is worn. So I'm going to start with the reverse, make sure they're Philadelphia mints. There's a better one. $1945. So we're looking for the 43. But we're still going to check to see if we see anything else. 45 doesn't have any known errors. Anybody else collect the Silver Time War nickels? I mean, you can't go wrong with the 35% silver. We got the Philadelphia Mint. What date? That's 45. Because you can usually get these, what's the silver melt value of that? Well, let me see if I can find my calculator here. Let's see. No, I want to pick up some. Yeah, you definitely want to pick some of these. They're cool to have in your collection. Um, I know the equation to figure out the melt value of 90%. Off the top of my head, I don't know the equation to figure out the melt value of 35%. So if we have any math wizards out there, because I'm not sure. There's a 43. We don't have that little tip on the 3 there. We're going to check the lettering over here. That all looks good. What up, Will? Just got your package, making a video tomorrow for it. Navistar Stacker, awesome, brother. Appreciate it. I'm glad it made it to you safely. I've been getting a lot of emails from people who received their packages, and I'm glad they all made the quick and safe journey. I had a blast that day. That was a lot of fun. Another 43. That 3 looks just fine. We'll check the lettering. Lettering looks good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun on that celebration video. I appreciate you guys being there. My wife had a lot of fun. That was her first time, her helping me out with any videos or anything. So she definitely had a good time, and I'm sure it will not be her last. Charles Atkins, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. That one's beat up. From Philly. Wonder if we're going to come across any of the other mints. There's the 43, and that looks good. We're looking for that little tip coming off of the 3 there. That's going to tell us it's a 43 over 2. Let's check the lettering here. That all looks good. Another Philly, pretty worn. Another 43. That one looks just fine. Yeah, I was able to get this whole roll for $54 shipped, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Who else we got here? Aspiring Alchemist. Hey, Will, I'm driving right now. I want to say hi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great day, Aspiring Alchemist, and I'm sure I will see you over at the Coin Crew tomorrow. Marbles. I like marbles. Occasionally I'll find a marble when I'm out metal detecting. That 43 looks good. And the lettering looks good. Another 43. Don't see anything there. And all those letters look good. I was just looking into, getting a full set of the war nickels, all graded. because that's something that interests me. 1943, that one looks good. P. Another Philly. This one's got some funky coloring going on with it. And that 43 looks good. Moving out of the rental a few weeks. Looking forward to getting the metal detector back. Yeah. Up here in the Poconos, the weather's just starting to change. The ground's thawing out. So I'm looking forward to getting back out too. It's definitely a seasonal thing up here. Yeah, I hope you have a happy birthday. Enjoy the day. Have Franklin Halves graded proof 67, 52 to 63. Very nice, Charles. Very nice. I don't have a ton of slabbed coins. I just, I have a handful, but the raw coins just fascinate me. What is going on with that one? That just looks like a little damage in between the 4 and the 3. Yeah. We'll zoom in on that a little better anyway, just to take a closer look. Yeah, that just looks like a little damage in between there. All good. All good. Zoom back out. There we go. That's what we're here for, to check them. Philadelphia. That one looks good too. I think I'm off a little bit. There we go. Man, this one is slick. Can't even see the building. That 43 looks fine. Yeah, that one's seen better days. Most of these have. And who knows if they've been searched before? I don't. Any coin I come across, I always search them. That one looks good. Even my pocket change. Anybody get any of those new quarters, the 2022 George Washington quarters yet? You get any of them in circulation? I'm still itching to find one. I haven't seen them in circulation. I do have a buddy of mine that's sending me a roll of them. He does box hunts, and he got a whole box of quarters from the bank, and they were all 2022 GW, the new GW quarters. That looks fine. You got the first one, Old Country? Cool. That all looks good. Yeah, this one's all slicked out too. Nothing yet. That looks good. And I'm also waiting on my silver proof set from the mint of the new quarters. Yeah, that one's good. Looking good about halfway through this roll. Philadelphia Mint. I got the first one. Mrs. Coin Crew. What's happening? Searching through some war nickels, looking for that elusive 1943 over 2. I know I seen Keith found a couple, or you found a couple a while back. I remember that video. No, I haven't found anything yet. And I only have a roll to go through, so we will keep on looking. If you guys don't know, Mrs. Coin Crew has a auction every Sunday. The channel name on YouTube is Coin Crew. And they have an auction every Sunday. They do fantastic videos all week long. So if you're not subscribed to them, I highly recommend that you go and subscribe to them. To subscribe to Coin Crew and Mrs. Coin Crew. Great people. You don't want to miss out on the Sunday fun day. Keith makes you look for stuff. It gets tedious. I mean, I could only imagine if Keith walked up to you and just popped down a whole box of quarters or something and said, "Look for this." 5 hours later, you're like, "Oh, geez. 1943. Looks good." These are all Philadelphia Mint. We haven't gotten a Denver. We haven't gotten a San Francisco. Looks good there. And the letters look good. Another Philly. '43. At 43, seen better days. All looks good. Normally, just 43 over 2, when you see it, you can really see it. I mean, you can't hide it. You can't mistaken it. Denmo, what's happening? Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Looking through some war nickels. That one's toast. That one is toast. Another Philly. 43. It's all good. Mrs. Coin Crow, I can't wait to see one of your first pours. You practicing? All right. Making a pot of chili on the stove. Very cool, Charles. Very cool. Big Sky 406. Thanks for jumping on. Waiting for the warmer weather. Yeah, I hear you, Miss Coin Crew. I hear you. I do my pouring in my basement. It's a little chilly down there, but it's all right. But I'm waiting for the warmer weather to get out metal detecting, and I'm sure you're looking forward to that too. 1943. That all looks good. Another Philly. Few more to go. More than a few, but who's counting? This one's in pretty good condition. Yeah, metal detecting is very peaceful. Just get out there and dig in the dirt. Send to Georgie, I wills. Appreciate you popping in. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, metal detecting. I find absolute peace when I'm out there. I don't care if I find any good finds. It's just great to be out. And just hearing the little beep of the machine. I'm jealous, Charles. I'm jealous. Our average temperature up here right now is about 45 to 50 degrees. $43 looks fine. That one looks good too. But it won't be long. By the end of the month, it's going to be in the 60s every day. You're getting more snow, Mrs. Coin Crew? Holy cow. When's it going to end? I mean, we already got flowers coming up. You know, daffodils, they come up early. Crocus, they come up early. 43 looks good. That was the last one. I'm wondering why I had this on my table. 1970S. I may need that for a book. And why did I have this one? Here's a 1920D Lincoln penny. Probably need that for a book too. They were both sitting right by my microscope. Silver Meow Coins. How's it going? Squirrel. Must be the spring snow. Yeah, we got a few days ago, we had some snow squalls come through Pennsylvania, and if you were driving, you were in trouble. I mean, there was a 50-car pileup on one of the highways. Complete whiteout conditions for like 10 minutes, and then it just went away as fast as it showed up. Kind of scary when that happens. Well, that's it for the roll of silver war nickels, but I also got a roll of silver quarters and some standing Liberty quarters. Oh no, yeah, the flakes are huge. Yeah, when the flakes are big, that's when you know you're getting some little bit of warmer weather mixed in. So we're gonna go through some quarters also. Who doesn't love that sound? Sound of silver. Sound of silver. Because I have my albums, my Washington Quarter albums out in front of me. I want to see if I can maybe fill a hole or two. 1964. That one's in great condition. Really good. Really good condition. Oh no, the flakes are huge. Musical. Yeah. Another 64. I know I have the 1964s already, and that's a D. But if I don't look, yeah, I already got the 64Ds. I found a nice 1917 Type 1 SLQ metal detecting. Nice. You know, in all my years metal detecting, I've only found one standing Liberty quarter. Only one. And I would have to go back and see what the date was. Because I know I have it. I have this large display where I keep all my sweet finds. And I know that SLQ is in that display. I gotta go back and check the date. But that's an awesome find. Awesome. Always cool when you can pull silver out of the ground. 59D. I got that one. It was about 5 years ago. I was metal detecting this property. It was in the Poconos. And I pulled out throughout the entire season, I pulled out 93 silver coins. 93. And that's not even including the large cent finds that I had. 1962. This was a awesome property, and they all came from one property. Currently, the property was a residential home on about, I think they had about 40 acres of land. But the research that I did on the land, and you can do the research online. So if you don't have a lot of time metal detecting, which I don't, research is key. You get online and you go check out old aerial photos. You get to that county and you check out that property to see what the property was. Was it always a residential home? Well, in this case, this property wasn't. Back in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, it was, and I think into the 50s also, it was a bed and breakfast. And scattered in those 40 acres in this one particular area, they had like 13 cabins where they would put people. And they also had 2 pools that were completely filled in. You couldn't even tell that they were there. But by going back on the aerial photos, I was able to locate where all those cabins were. And that's where I metal detected. And I was just picking silver left and right out of that place. Oh, you'll find something soon, Miss Coin Crew. Keep at it. Ask friends, you know, if there's any old homes around. 59D. Got that one. Yeah, this property was a honey hole. I'll never forget. That's where I found this Standing Liberty quarter, and I found 3 large cent pennies, all within about 15 feet of each other. It was awesome. 52D. I got that one in my album. The cool thing is when you pop silver out of the ground, it comes out shiny. So when you're digging and all of a sudden something shiny pops out, you know. 44. Let's see if I have the 44. Yes, I do. I got to do I have to do another video on all my cool finds. I did one about a year or so ago. Another 44 from Philly. Maybe it's time to do another video and highlight some of my really cool pieces. 1943. Yep, got that one. And that's not including like all the artifacts, not artifacts, but older stuff that I was finding on the property. I found pieces of old pocket watches. I found old shoe buckles. Found a lot of old cool stuff on that property. That one I have. Wow, Denmo, that's another awesome find. I'll tell you, Jersey, Pennsylvania, there's a lot of history on the East Coast here. And you have no idea what you're going to find. You really don't. It was in Jersey that I found my prized possession, my bucket list thing, metal detecting, and it was a George Washington inaugural presidential button. And when I dug it, I knew it was a button right off the bat. Because when you get those old buttons, you get those shanks on the back. And had the shank, I knew it was a button, so I was like, great, cool, I found an old button. Put it in my bag. Wasn't until I was cleaning it that I knew exactly what I had. 51S. Let me see. Come on, 51S. Nope, I got that one. Yeah, I was shocked when I cleaned that thing. And then I started doing the research. Ooh, 1950. Could we get lucky? I have all the 50s. 50 from Philly. Yeah, after doing all the research, that GW button, the two most recent ones that went on auction, one sold for $9,000 and one sold for $11,000. And the one that I had was in really good shape. You were able to read everything on it. Successful Slaves, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. I found a Revolutionary War button. But sorry about that. Yeah, the buttons are cool. Yeah, Angel, it was crazy. It was crazy when I did the research and found exactly what I had. I was shocked. 43D. Let's see if I got that one. This one's pretty beat. Yeah, I got all the 43s. I need the 43S. And when I took it to a someone that deals in antique stuff, Civil War stuff and everything. And I took it to him, and I didn't know this guy. What date was that? 64. I didn't know this guy, and I took it to him, and he started looking at it, and he told me that it was a reproduction. And I completely disagreed with him, and I showed him why I disagreed with him. And, he was like, oh, it's only worth $200. And I showed him why I disagreed with him. And then he wrote on a piece of paper, and he slid it towards me. I looked at the piece of paper, and it said $4,000 on it. He was offering me $4,000 on it. He changed his tune, and I just had to walk. I walked, got out of there. I knew I had something good, and I still have it today. 57 from Philly. Got all the 57s. I need a 58. This got to be a 64. It is bright in great condition. Nice. I can probably upgrade my album with that one. I'll hold that one to the side. It's your lunch break. Oh, what better way to spend your lunch? Eating food and hanging out with us. 1960. I need the 60 from Philly, and that's what we got right there. Very cool. So I get to fill a hole in my album. I'll show you right there. Boom. 1960. 30.9 million minted. It's always nice when you can fill a hole in your album. 1957. I got all the 57s. That's from Philly. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that GW button. I'm just going to hold it. 43. I wished I knew of a place to take it to actually get it certified or something. I don't even know if you could do that. But that would be pretty damn cool. 1950. I got all the 50s. 50S. Yeah, I got the 50S. That's from San Francisco. We're going to save the SLQs towards the end. I got $2 in SLQs. We'll look through. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I would love to get that button encapsulated or something somehow to preserve it so there's no more damage done to it. I mean, I keep it in a safe place, no moisture or anything like that. 64 from Philly. What do we got here? Another 64. Another 64 from Philly. Oh, there's an earlier date, 36. Let's see if I need any of the 36s. I need the 36D and the 36S. This one's pretty worn. D or an S. What do we got? We got the D. All right. So we get to put another one in the album. 36D. Let me bring that up for you so you guys can check it out too. Since you're spending time with me. Where is it? 36D. That's 37. There it is. 36D, 5.4 million. We get to add this bad boy into the album. Now, when I'm filling an album, I'm really not worried about the grades. I just want to get the album full. After the album is full, that's when I start, getting a little picky and upgrading to better grades. Oh, another early one, 34. Take a quick look, see what we need here. We need the 34D. 34D. Let's see. What do we got? 0. 34 from Philly. The Metal Detector Coin Hunter. Welcome. We were just talking about metal detecting. I'm waiting for the ground to thaw out up here in the Poconos so I can get back out and start swinging. 1951. Got all the 51s. Thanks for stopping by. Have you been out yet this year? 63. 63D. I know I got the 60s. Here's another 34. We're going to hope for the 34D. Let's see. What do we got? What do we have? Nothing. 34 from Philly. Need that 34D. This is the last Washington quarter, 56. From Philly. I know I got the 56s. Yes, I do. All right, now we got some Standing Liberty quarters, which are pretty cool. And let's see here. All right, the Standing Liberty quarters, they started minting them in 1916, and they went all the way to 1930. They had a beautiful design, but in the earlier years, this date here, this date was like the highest point of the coin, and they immediately worn right off. So if you have an SLQ with the date completely worn off, it's probably an earlier date. I think in like 1925, I think this was the first year, they actually recessed the date. And what that means is they sunk it down into the coin, into this little box here, so the date wouldn't wear away. And they continued doing that for the rest of the career of that coin to 1930. And if you were wondering where the mint mark is on a Standing Liberty quarter, it's usually right over here, right in this little corner. So we got a 25 from Philly. And these are pretty worn. 26. But I got these mixed in with the, I bought the $10 in face value of quarters, Washington quarters, and the guy said he'd throw in a few, he said a couple Standing Liberty quarters, and he ended up tossing in 8 of them. So I was pretty happy with that. They're all later dates, I think. 1926. But I wouldn't mind filling up a tube of Standing Liberty quarters. I think that would be pretty cool. Pretty cool to have. They're in the 1925. Yeah, same here, Miss Coin Crew. As long as I can read the date, it's all good with me. I mean, getting one of these SLQs uncirculated, I'm sure you've seen them. They can hurt your pocketbook. And there's just something about a worn coin that fascinates me. Like, where has this been to get this worn? The stories it could tell, flipping over, tossing it up on the bar, being in somebody's pocket for years and years. Another 1925. Yeah, they are pricey. Hey, SHTF, what's happening? What is happening? But this is a beautiful design. 1927. Got a few more here. 1930 to last year. Bergen County. Very nice. My doggo's right behind me. He's sitting here whimpering. I think he needs to go out for a walk. 1925. Very cool. Come here, Hazel. Well, I filled 2 holes in my book, in my album. I'm happy with that. Can't go wrong with that. Can you imagine this would probably get you beer or two back in the day? Will most definitely get you the same almost 100 years later. Yeah, no kidding. The way things are going right now, that's why I keep on getting myself some constitutional silver. You guys want to see my dog? Let's show you Hazel. Hazel, come here. Come here, pups. Hi. Hazel, YouTube famous. What's up, puppers? You ready to go outside? Everybody saying hello to you. Hazel's only 18 months old. She thinks she's a lap dog. She's 83 pounds, and she's a very, very good dog. Right? You ready to go out? Well, guys, I appreciate you hanging with me, going through those war nickels and the quarters and everything like that. That was awesome. I got to fill a couple holes in my album. I wish you guys all a great day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I hope the snow stops for you, Angel. You get out and do something. But I'm going to take the doggo out for a walk now, and I'll be back on again tomorrow checking out some more coins. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you being here. Hazel says goodbye, and I'll talk to you later.